Waking the next morning, the party enjoyed a breakfast of oats and cream at the Three Stags before deciding to meet Afilia at the lumbermill outside the north gate. Hoshi went ahead to scout the area until the rest of the group arrived about 30 minutes later. Afilia was waiting for them and filled in some details about the political situation in the Vale and Outskirt. It became apparent that while the Dragon Knights were not inherently evil, they cared little for the people of the Vale, viewing them as little more than cockroaches. Afilia confirmed the rumors that a piece of the Dragon Emperor statue might be located at Troll's Spire, the tower that shimmers in the moonlight. Before leaving town, both Orla and Whitefang attempted to barter for a good price on a donkey. Whitefang was successful, and they welcomed Badass into the party. The group gathered their belongings, loaded Badass down, and headed out the north gate, following the ancient imperial road north for 15 kilometers. At a fork in the road, they spotted the ruins of an ancient watchtower and decided to investigate. Inside, they discovered a trapdoor leading down to a flooded cellar. After searching the area, they found a couple of manacled skeletons and a 700-year-old fired vase bearing the Eledain heraldry. Inside the vase was an ancient light warhammer, intricately carved with Dragon Empire runes and sigils. Continuing their journey, the group finally arrived at the river isthmus they intended to use for camping. To their surprise, they found it occupied by none other than Pandal Torov, the chicken merchant who had sold chickens to Whitefang and Outskirt. He welcomed them to his camp and provided a delicious meal of chicken stew. Pandal also marked some minor locations on their map, including the ruins of an orcish keep called Drak Okuk, or Dragonbane in the common tongue. That evening, everyone retired for the night, leaving Arden on first watch. Just before the others settled in, Pandal got up to relieve himself. The group scanned the horizon for any sign of Troll's Spire shimmering in the full moon and eventually spotted it glowing in the northwest. As they settled in, a calm fell over the camp. Suddenly, a beast leapt silently from the woods and attacked Arden, inflicting severe injuries. Upon hearing the commotion, the rest of the group sprang into action and fought the werewolf, ultimately defeating it, though not before succumbing to fear and sustaining heavy damage. Orla delivered the killing blow, drawing her silver sword and slashing deeply across its neck, causing the tissue to sizzle, hiss, and smoke. Once dead, the creature reverted to its true form, the lycanthrope-cursed mallard merchant Pandal. The group searched through his belongings, recovering some minor treasures and 12 chickens. Continuing their travels, the party decided to make a detour to a location on their map that resembled a well. Upon arrival, they were astonished to discover the Great Well Zamzam, a 3,500-step, 25-meter deep well carved into the bedrock. While investigating the well, they noticed a rider approaching. The rider, clad in full plate mail with a helm and shield, dismounted and drew his sword, demanding to know their mission. Once they stated that they were working with Emrys the Dragon Knight, the man sheathed his sword, satisfied. He invited them to join him in rescuing Emrys from a current predicament, to which the group readily agreed. As they traveled, they learned that his name was Tylos, and he too was a Dragon Knight. He explained that Emrys was trapped in an underground dungeon. After a full day of travel, they reached their destination, Fort Malice, the ruins of a keep from the time of the Dragon Empire. The place was shrouded in darkness due to the overhead storm clouds, and they noticed sentries on the wall with lanterns who opened the gate for the party. Once inside, Tylos led them to the inner keep, but Elfrish noticed something odd in the embers of a recent massive bonfire in the courtyard. Inside the keep, they met another Dragon Knight who was supervising a dig operation. The team was using pickaxes and mauls to break through to the cellar below. Tylos explained that Emrys was trapped down there and they were trying to free him. The party was asked to assist in the digging, and some tools were tossed their way.